Hi guys! I've zoomed in on the cards so we can see them a little bit better as I'm talking. But if you've seen the shuffle, if you haven't skipped past it, you would have seen how quickly this card jumped out, and it just made me smile so big, straight from the heart space, even though it definitely reflected on my actual face. Yeah, but this is clearly a depiction of the Mother Mary with the messaging of nurture, and then the number 11. And it says self-healing, ruby ray, and birthing the new earth. And then really quickly before I dive into talking, because I'll go on a big tangent, really quickly, we'll go over the next card that's giving it a bit of direction, which is the Ten of Swords. And swords are your suit of air, and 10 is a completion cycle. So this is all about our thoughts and how we think, and ending a cycle so that we can undergo a transformation and a rebirth. And this is such a beautiful, really beautiful, strong, direct message, really, where we're being asked to cut out with the sword, really just cut out this thinking pattern that we're stuck in, that's keeping us trapped, because it's just a thought pattern. It's something that is keeping us from moving forward to where we need to go. It's like we can't rebirth because we can't push ourselves out of this thought pattern, except we can, right? It's something that you know you've been resisting. So if you've been resisting something, this is your invitation that cosmically you've got support at this time to push through this energy, right? If you want to get out of this Ten of Swords position to move into the 11, right? If you want, this is where we want to be, but this is the direction that we're in, right? We want to get to here. We've got to cut out some thinking pattern. There's something that you've told yourself you're not capable of, or maybe there are things going on in your life that you feel you have no control over. Stop giving away your personal sovereignty and take control of your life. And guess what? You've got the support of Mother Mary at this time. And oh my God, she's been coming in so strong. This past week, but really the past few weeks, I've been feeling her come in more and more, but it's come in very strongly this past week. And it's just so perfect. This is the number 11. This is about bringing in balance. We just this past week on, I think it was Tuesday, we had the Ascension, or the Assumption of Mary. And on the Assumption of Mary, the whole meaning behind this day is the idea that she's ascended into heaven and her physical earthly body has been reunited with her soul, her higher aspect of herself. So she's been released from this karma cycle. She's gotten off the wheel and she's been reunited with her higher self aspect. She's been reunited with her Father. And this idea has been told in many different religions. You can read a little bit more about this on my Instagram, which is also at Nath's Garden. I did a post on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, when I went to, and this is what's funny about her coming out. So basically on Tuesday, I went to a holy spring or holy well near me that I find really brings in the Mary energy stream, like so strongly at that location. It's in, I think it's called Stevington in the UK. I just love visiting that space whenever I want to connect into the Mary energy. So because Tuesday was the Assumption of Mother Mary, I went there. And remember that the energy of that day is all about balance, just like this 11 brings in, because it's not just the feminine Mother Mary energy that's coming through. It's the focus is on her reunion with her higher aspect self, right? So this is the union of the male with the female, the divine masculine with the divine feminine coming together. And I think the 1 in 1 shows that much better than just the number 2, because obviously this consolidates into the 2 and it carries the energy of the 2. But when you have it as 1 in 1, it really shows the energy as being 2 separate parts, but that are equal, coming together. And that is so important because the energy of this time period is about finding that inner balance. So back to the story about going to this well. So just this Tuesday, now it's Sunday, right? I went to this spring, and right before setting up this table, I grabbed this and brought it down because I wanted to bring it into the reading, and I almost didn't have it, and I just felt like compelled to bring this into the reading because this is the water that I collected from that spring. And then on top of that, this holy spring water that carries the energy of the Mary line that I visited on the day that brings in her balancing energy of the divine masculine with the divine feminine, right? And then this jar particularly is a portion of that water that was collected that I brought into ritual with a beautiful women's circle that I'm a part of, where we did a crystal grid, right, to find ways to empower ourselves and bring that balancing energy into ourselves so that we could find comfort in our own being, right? Which is literally this nurturing energy of self-healing. And when we did this crystal grid, this water was with the grid. The grid was literally in a bowl with the water. And we set intentions into this rose quartz. You've got the rose in the picture, rose quartz, right? And these pieces of rosemary, which means dew of the sea, were imbued in the water as well. So we had this beautiful crystal grid imbuing the energies of the water as we set intentions into our rose quartz and pulled from this crystal grid. On basically focusing on the self-healing, nurturing energy within ourselves so that we could really embrace the creator beings that we are within ourselves individually. And then we divided up between our women's circle these little jars of water with a piece of the rosemary that was part of this beautiful ritual that we did under the new moon influence. It's just so exciting to me that this is all coming together. I know it's a tangent, but it's so, the energy is so present. And this is why I'm talking about this, because I want you to understand how incredibly present this energy is right now at this time. It's no coincidence that I've literally got Mother Mary with the rose, and you saw in the shuffle how quickly this card flipped out. It is almost crazy. Unless you really believe in this stuff. And then it's really easy to embrace just that that is the energy that is around us. You've got the rose, you've got Mary, you've got the rose, Mary, in the water of the holy well or spring that carries the Mary energy along with the rose quartz. And this is bringing in this nurturing, self-healing energy. So what do you need to stop telling yourself you cannot do? Because right now you've got the energy supporting you to push through. And if you push through it, you will get into this energy of self-healing, of nurturing yourself, of being transformed, starting this new cycle from a place of being healed. And this is birthing something bigger within yourself. This is starting something new. It's going into a whole new energy, right? I love this message. I really hope that you can feel these energies as strongly as I do, because this is such a directed message telling us to stop, to finish this cycle. Anything that you're telling yourself you can't do, but on the other side of that I can't is something that you really want and desire, this is the time to push through it, because you've got the support to move from the 10 into the 11 and to find that strength and balance within, because you've healed some part of yourself, so that you can embrace the masculine and feminine qualities that exist within you to become this balanced person that can create with ease. And even if this is hard for you to believe, right? Let's just focus on this right now, because this is the focusing. The tarot card brings focus to the oracle card. This is how I work with them. So what is it that you want? And why are you telling yourself you can't get there? And then challenge yourself to push through that wall. Right, I'm going to stop repeating myself. But I'm so excited for today's message, and I hope you guys are too. What else can I say? Thank you so much. I will see you guys soon. I have a couple of videos planned for this week, so hopefully I can get the time to do them. And if that's not your jam, then I'll be back next Sunday with another collective reading. Bye guys.